Let's get started. Hello YouTube and welcome to another Illuvium game night. Crypto markets are terrible today, so we're just going to be playing games and having some fun and not even looking at prices. Maybe there'll be a little rant later on, but for now we'll just focus on games and forget all about that. We're pretty close to the top 10. If we have a look down here, lots of people with really strong alluvial lists playing at the moment. Oh, I've dropped down a bit. I'm 21 and about 100 points behind the top 10. And there's some really tough players in the top 10. You can see Junior already on 147 games, and I think we're 1 week into the monthly season. So that's really impressive. I know he kicked my ass a couple of times this week. He's playing a mud list almost every game, which is a little frustrating because I don't really want to just play a single list. I like to sort of flip around between different lists. But if you want to compete with the top guys, you probably have to play something you don't necessarily want to play. But all these guys in the top 10 all have outstanding alluvial collections. Even the top 20, they've all got very good alluvial collections and they're all playing a lot. I'm currently sitting on 40 games with a 42% chance of winning the match, which is pretty good for my level of skill. But I think we can get higher. We just got to get some more games in. As you can see, I've played less games than some of the guys above me. So if I play some more, maybe we can get up there. Anyway, let's get started. Got a few new teams I've been playing with. I've finally caved and started a what's it called? A verdant Aegis team, which I've been avoiding. It's not my favourite playstyle. I sort of like the more aggressive teams rather than the corner comps. So, but I am forcing myself to play that every time I get the correct weapon, just to learn how to do the build. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Katniss and Atomic Molecule. Don't think I've seen you here before. Thanks for joining. I generated that theme song in about 10 minutes on just on an AI channel. So it was a little bit of fun, kind of cool. I should probably expand on it and make it a little bit longer and more interesting, but we'll save that for the future. Anyway, thanks for joining, and yeah, we'll get stuck in. Let's load up some music, some background music. Is my audio working? Should be working. All right, just give me 1 second. We're going to load up some music. Few technical difficulties. I had my computer in the shop this week to have some minor repairs, and when you unplug and replug everything in, things do tend to go a little bit funny, but mostly seems working. We did have a problem getting the microphone working. Got to plug it in. We've got audio. I believe you can hear everything, but I can't, so that means my headphones aren't working properly. Have to fix that in between rounds. Sorry, not organised tonight. Thanks, Katniss. Alright, there we go. I've got audio back. Much better. soon as I get a free second, I'll queue up some music, which was the plan for tonight. Who we got in this team? Efren. That's pretty good, I believe. Not sure about these other guys. Al's Toy Barn from Hype, I'm sure he's pretty good. Alright, well there we go. I guess we're going to play that nature build we were talking about. Verdant Aegis. I'm not so certain, Adam. I think it might take a little bit longer than a month. I hope you're right, but it could be a little while longer than that, I suspect. Maybe there'll be a few more people added to the playtesting group, but I think it'll be quite a while. Although they did say the vertical slice would come out sometime in the near future, so maybe they'll give more people access to that. You might be right. Looking forward to giving it a go myself. I feel like I'm shouting into the microphone to talk over the top of it. That's better. Is that better? Hopefully that's a bit better. So with this build, I'd like to get to level 6 as soon as possible, and hopefully pick up the what's he called? The Archos as soon as possible on the way. No, audio still no good. Alright, I'll turn it down a little bit more. They must have done something when I apparently that's better. Alright, there's our first Archie. Let's pop this. Hopefully get a nature. That's what we want. Got the 4.5 second invulnerable drone augment, which is probably one of the most powerful in the game at the moment. Can't take damage for the first 4.5 seconds. A lot can happen in that time. So that's really handy to have. Especially, I think it's a little OP. Okay, pretty good start. Now we stay at level 6 until we've got at least an Archos. Stage 2 Archie. And then we can start going to level 7. It's just too powerful. 4.5 seconds of invuln for your whole team. Do I think it's time to put dollars into Bitcoin? I think it's definitely time to be paying attention. My strategy is to maybe put a couple of dollars every week into Bitcoin when it's below 70,000, and as it gets closer and closer to 40,000, I will put more and more in each week. That's my strategy anyway, because you don't know when the low will hit, and you don't know when it'll start going back up. So, yeah, you want to be prepared. Exactly, how low will it go? But we could, if historically the cycle is the same as most of the previous cycles, it could be October before we get a final low on Bitcoin. So you don't have to pay too much attention right now, just keep an eye on things. That's not a bad strat, Adam. Yeah. It's cheaper than it's ever been before. I still think ILV could go a lot lower. I haven't started making an income yet, so ILV could go a lot lower. I will buy more ILV soon, but probably not just yet. There's a bit more pain in this market. Even if we do get a bit of a bounce off these last few horrible days, I'm sure we'll keep going down for a while yet. And there's no rush to stake ILV at the moment. The revenue distribution's turned off, and you do get shards, but we still don't know what shards do, so probably not too urgent on that department. So much to do. Yeah, well, the altcoins didn't really perform this cycle, did they? Which is why especially at the start of a new cycle, when you're in the downward phase, you never know what will survive. I'm happy to invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and maybe Solana until we hit a bottom, and then I'll decide whether or not an altcoin is worth branching out into, and that includes ILV. In 6 months' time, I'm sure we'll have a clearer picture on how well they're going to perform in the next cycle. Alright, finally got our Archos. So we can start leveling up again. I mean, I don't want to give financial advice out here either, to be honest. This is more of a play some games and have some fun type channel, but yeah, you've got to keep an eye on these things. I mean, I've got a small bag of ILV staked, and I'll keep that staked. I won't sell it even if the coin does drop more. But then, I will make further investments if it seems like a good idea. Hashtag not financial advice. Let's get to level 8 as soon as possible, and that will give us 8 nature. Pretty good. So the ZK EVM migration is still happening. It's been happening for the last, I think the last 7 or 8 days. So they're still transferring and reminting copies of all your assets on the new blockchain. So until that happens, you know, you're not going to see much. Yes, you can play Gauntlet. You cannot play. I'm not sure what you mean by normal arena, but you can play Gauntlet. If you mean Ascendant Arena, that will be coming soon, apparently. Pretty good start. Haven't lost a round yet. Yeah, they were planned on having the migration finished today, but you know how these things are. Add another 5 days to that. Up to another 5 days, and once that happens, I think things are going to take off in this little ecosystem. Might be a little while before they make any more announcements, but you've got tournaments coming. You've got some zero upgrades. You've got rewards coming back and leaderboards coming back. Lots to happen, but all of it's on hold until the migration's complete. I haven't got another alluvial to add to this group. Wonder who we should add. Yes, you sure do, Adam. Quite good experience too. They've upped the amount of experience you earn for playing Gauntlet by 3. So, yeah, the longer you're in game and the more rounds you win, the more XP you get. And there's quite a lot of XP you can get from each round. You'll see when I finish this game. Some alluvials will get 2,000 plus XP per game, depending on how long they're in the match, which is really helpful. That's how I'm leveling my alluvials up. So basically the alluvials that are stage 2 get the most out of that because they spend the most time on the board. Very hard to level up stage 3 alluvials, but stage 2 and stage 1, you can get a bit of XP into them. I think we got this game, to be honest. Doing quite well. You reckon a Railu? Okay. Yeah, that could work. Maybe I'll add a now that we're sort of heading towards the late game, maybe we'll add a Goliath or something and hope for an extra Goliath chip. Could work. Go. Got our tree. Oh, he's got a Jotun. Oh, 59 and very nice stats. That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. Penguin. Can we kill the Jotun? We got him. We got him. Really been contested on too many Illuviums. We should be right to finish off our compositions here. Look at that healing. This is the nice thing about the nature verted corner comp. Even if you've got a really nasty alluvial like a Sin Owl or something that targets your squishies at the back, they heal so quickly that you don't have to move your alluvials around all the time. So it makes for a really stress-free game. Like you just win. You don't have to shuffle, you can focus on rolling for alluvials. Really nice. Stress-free game. Oh dear, we got the phosphorus. Look out. Let's put one of those chips on him because he is deadly. Can we get the Furiox, the Scoriox? Surely. Come on, just one. There he is. Now we got Magma. Now we're unstoppable. Oh, thank you, Adam. It's a little bit of a lucky game. Oh, he's got Behemoth now. think we got too much power for it to stop us. Yeah, instantly done. Good start to the stream. He's looking for the Fernite too, and I got it, and he's one off. There's not enough alluvials in the pool for him to get it as well. So sorry. Look at that Fern just kicking his Omega through the whole group. 23,000 damage, that's nuts. Nice win. Thank you very much. One step closer to the top 10. And as you can see here, 2,000 XP on the links. I didn't even have him in the game that long. The Grocko, who I got rid of quite quick. $1,500. Let's see. Yeah, 2,000 for the Furiox. Lots of XP for lots of alluvials. Really handy. But it is quite hard to get your... So your stage 3, tier 5 stage 3, only 246. Because he was only in for a couple of rounds before the game ended. Same with the Scoriox, Blazonite. So it takes a really long time to level them up through Gauntlet. But your stage 2s, they get a ton of XP. Hopefully they remedy that soon. Alright, let's have a look at the leaderboard. Back in the top 10, top 20. Number 16. Very good. Let's get another game going. Ooh, 7 of 8. Should have one up and running soon. OBS is frozen for some reason. Hopefully it's still coming through okay. Okay, looks like it's working now. Game, Nick from Hype, he's a top 10 player. Not sure about Matanago. Dr. Spoon, he's a killer. Efren, we just played him, he's quite good. So this will be challenging. As long as we finish in the top 4, we're not going backwards. Alright, this should be a tough match. Dr. Spoon has a ridiculous win streak. He's got, I think he's in the top 3 for alluvial collections, which you can check on alluvarank.com. It ranks all your alluvials in your collection. Ranks every player, whether they know it or not. So a really tough challenge to beat Dr. Spoon. You can't let him get his endgame because if he gets it, they're all level 60 and they're all top stat alluvials. Very hard to stop Mr. Spoon. Drone augments can be re-rolled in an additional time. Not my favourite combination this, but I haven't played rogues in a while, so let's give it a go. Jeez. Oh, we can re-roll again. So Nick's got a pretty good collection, I believe. Tango, don't recognise this player. Looks like there's lots of top 10 players all grinding at the moment. Trying to keep their spot in their leaderboard. So a lot of lesser water atacos. Alright, Dr. Spoon with 2 lynxes. Look at that filthy animal. Level 60 max stats. Level 30 almost max stats. They are gonna just shred me. That's crazy. Okay, Dr. Spoon. This game's not over yet. Of course, Dr. Spoon is one of the moderators, I believe, in the Illuvium Discord. So he's been around a while. He's been building his collection for a long time. Predator up and running, just as a temporary affinity or class. Now we will switch to Revenant. Okay, we're in business now. Time to move up to level 6. We will sub out that Atipo very soon. Jeez. Who do we get rid of? This one. Oh, and this one. I think we need to go level 7. I don't think I've been paying enough attention. I've just been rolling for illusions. Players knocked out. A couple of bots. Very handy. Who are we going to put in? We're missing a rogue. Who are you missing? Oh, the penguin. Let's go to level 8 as soon as possible. Do a bit of rolling first, but I'd like to pick up that lure as soon as possible. We're only one off. Always a touch behind Nick at the moment. Just need a little bit more firepower. Oh, he's got a fully upgraded slashing already. That's crazy. Wow. Well, it's going to be a challenge to beat him. Can't go out in fifth. Dr. Spoon, oh my god. Alright, we got the Malura. That's something. Let's chuck our Rampy down. Not that he's going to make a huge difference. Killed the phosphorus. Looking too bad. I think that Furiox is going to finish us off though. That's a shame. We didn't do too bad there. Alright, we're just going to hang on a little bit longer. We can beat Matengo for sure. Which means we should get a top 4 finish. Hopefully Matengo and Efren go out this round. And we're good for a top 4 finish. Let's burn some credits. Hey, so third wasn't the stream. Alright, so we're third. Efren and Matengo both went out, so now it's a real challenge trying to beat Nick. It's going to be challenging. I suspect the next time we come up against Dr. Spoon, we're definitely out of it. Alright, we got Nick, so we've got a chance. Not a good one, but a chance. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. Come on. Oh, no time to spot movements. Probably had a chance if I did. Wow. Killed that corner. I think we got it. That was a little bit lucky, I think. Sorry, Nick. had enough points, I'd go up to level 9 and chuck in this R-Taste. That might be enough to get us over the line, but I don't think we can beat Dr. Spoon at the moment. Nick's out, but unfortunately I went out harder. Almost made a comeback at the end there. I finished third. It was very hard to beat Dr. Spoon. I was pretty close. I needed a couple more rounds to just build my list out. But if that game had gone on one more round, I suspect I would have been able to get second place. I love looking at the XP at the end of every round. Much more satisfying now that they've 3x the XP you earn. Games are popping quick tonight. Very nice to see. We might get 4 or 5 in at this rate. Shout out to Silent, who has been doing a new segment on his YouTube channel. It's called "What's New in Illuvium," and it's a really great rundown every week of pretty much everything that's happening in the week. He goes over sales. He goes over the leaderboard. He goes over the latest Illuvium news. He goes over tons of community content. He's doing a really great job. It's one of my favourite segments every week at the moment. So I believe his YouTube channel is called Silence Casts. He's only got like maybe 100 followers or something, so I don't see why everyone in the Illuvium community is not following him at the moment. He was one of the voices of the IPL. So jump over to his channel and give him a follow if you want to stay up to date with the latest in Illuvium news. I'm sure if Illuvium does have its day in the sun, he will still be around. I believe his channel is called Silent Casts. I'll double check that while I'm here, while we're waiting for the next game. Yeah, Silent Casts. That's his channel. So jump in there and give him some support. He's pretty much the most up-to-date and intricate view on what's happening in Illuvium every week. And he does other streams. He does little game streams as well, and goes over all kinds of different things happening in the ecosystem. Come on, let's get one more. Alright, who have we got? Goofy Ramfire, Dino, 2 more top players. I recognise X-Snack. I don't know whether that's a bot or another player. We'll find out soon. What will we play this round? Yeah, it's nice to see, isn't it, Katniss? So we've got Zion Drops, I'm not familiar with him. Dino, top player. Goofy Rampire, top player. And myself. The rest are all bots. Okay. Well, we should be alright for this game. See if we can get top 2. Maybe number 1. Dino's hard to beat. So's Goofy, actually. Got a good starting combination here. My little Lynx finally hit level 50 this week. Pretty good stats, not perfect, but he does the job on any unprepared opponent. Alright, Inferno Enchanter. Maybe not the most powerful build, but one of my favourites to play. It really is fun if you can get it up and running. So that's what we're going to try and do this game. Say, if I had access to the overworld, I'd be hardcore leveling my Illuviums right now. I did spend, when they announced the shutdown of the overworld, I spent, I think, a week and a couple of days just hardcore leveling my Illuviums. And it was really quick. Really quick. Had to do 3 or 4 runs a night, but it was really quick. And now leveling Illuviums in the gauntlet is far slower. Ooh. We'll go with the Omnivamp. Be contesting Goofy for fire overwheels, and Dino's gone for the empath nature staff, so that could be a challenging build to beat, although fire build can beat the nature build with a little bit of planning. If I get all the critical alluvials anyway. Alright, Goofy. Doesn't look like he's got anything too scary on the board yet, so I think we're a good shot in the early game to have an advantage. Are up and running next round. That's all the stage 1 alluvials we need. Yes, it is. So we'll probably go up to the next level soon. Alright, Dino. Lay it on me. Let's see what you got. I think we got this. money. Sorry, Nino. Alright, we really need to get the Artase up and running next, and then we will be in a really good position if we can get that early. Okay, one more. Not just yet. Pure damage is really good. Oh, there we go. Now we've got Inferno Enchanter. Nice and early. We have a huge advantage. We can now focus on leveling up. And we can keep this win streak going, I think, and even go really hard at some of the endgame Illuviums like our Furiox or Scoriox. Sounds good, doesn't it, Surfer Dude? But, you know, looks like we're entering a bear market. Hopefully they're into it. Hopefully they get it up and running really quickly. Otherwise, it's going to be a rough bear market for the ILV token, I'll tell you that. I gotta say, I will definitely give it a go myself, especially with alluvials that have like medium stats and aren't worth selling and aren't worth leveling up. And you know, what do you do with them? You don't want to burn them. We can drop that fish. go up to level 8. May as well make a push. Oh, Goofy's still in level 5. That's interesting. Dino's all nature. That's our 6th fire illusion. It's promising. Let's just roll a little bit more. Seen anyone else play Inferno Enchanter. I don't think it's a very popular build, but it does work. It really does. And it's almost a hard counter to these Verdant Aegis builds. Alright, Goofy, I'm not sure what you're doing, but you're a bit behind on the leveling. That bull's gonna get melted. Few on the fly modifications. Okay, we're getting down to the business end of this game. Still haven't lost a round, so as long as Dino or Goofy don't pull out some ridiculous combination. Though I think Goofy's trying to build something similar to me, and I've already got the Illuvials. And Dino is a nature build, and it's sort of hard counter that. So hopefully we've got an advantage against him here. Time to level up again. Hammered me that round. I need the third enchanter. So much for hard counter. Some of these top alluvial collections, like you can have a really good go at them in the early game when everyone's using their stage 2 alluvials, but once you hit stage 3s or tier 5s and they've got top tier alluvials, it can get very challenging. kill them both. Nope. It's close. Oh dear. Oh, well, we've got an Mephisto. That's something. Come on. One more wink. What's happening? I think we might be cooked. Maybe not. Disappointing. Didn't get it. Alright, can we beat Goofy? It's gonna be tough. It was looking so good at the start of that game and we ended up third. Alright, I think we got at least one more game in us. Three points. Disappointing. If you hit 3 or 4 enchanter, that build really does take off. So yeah, don't write it off. It could have easily beaten the nature build that Dina was running if it just had a little bit more firepower. Right, let's have a look at the leaderboard. 14th. So we were 21 at the start of the night, and now we're 14th, but it's a pretty tight leaderboard in that 20 to 10 range. So one more game, we'll see how we go, and I'll probably get some games in tomorrow and see if we can push close to 2,000 rating and maybe get into the top 8. Alright, this might be a slightly longer queue, so you'll have to hang on for a bit. Might be time for a change of music genre, I think. let's see, what have we got here? This is Aim to Head. Industrial Dark Techno. So we've very quickly gone from 1 of 8 to 3 of 8. I'm guessing that means Goofy and Dino have both joined the queue at the same time after they finish their game. And we're going to have another hard lobby in this next one. See if we can beat them this time. Yeah, I believe Data Kings will come online very soon after the merge is complete. Lots of things on hold for the merge. But I think that's why he stopped updating it. He knew the merge was coming, so that's why Rich stopped updating it. So yeah, that should all come back online very soon after the merge is complete. Alright. Should be ready to pop any second now. Longer queue than I like to see, 8 minutes. I reckon they could tweak those bot numbers, or the adding of bots to the lobby just ever so slightly. You don't want a 10-minute lobby ever. Like 6 minutes maximum. So at the maybe at the 8-minute mark, if no one queues, you've got 1 player and 7 bots. But if you get a couple of queuing earlier, you know, that reduces the time. Hopefully you can keep queues to under 6 minutes that way. I think 10-minute queues is too long. This might end up being a me versus 7 bots game, judging by the length of the lobby. Just a guess. Goofy Rampire, Hector. And I think the rest are all bots. Hector's very good, and so's Goofy. Well, you've seen Goofy Rampire's collection. He's good too. So, fighting for a top 3 spot. Alright, last game of the night. Let's see what we can do. Top 2 would be really nice. Yep, just as I predicted, Hector and Goofy. Everyone else is bots. I've just started watching the Fallout Season 2. So far so good. Great series if you haven't started watching it. So might get another episode or 2 in tonight. Only up to episode 2 or 3, I think. I have no idea, Surfer Dude, but the only way I know how to check if they're bots or not is in the first round. They are not given their gold until the first round, until they finish their first round. So if you have a quick look, they'll have 0 gold up here in the first round when you first log in. It's the only way I know to check 100%. yeah, I guess you're right. So Hector's got a flashy PFB. Goofy doesn't have one, but everyone else. So stage 1, outer city. I guess that's a, I don't know, that's a tier 3. Tier 3 stage 2. Anime clutch, that's a tier 1 stage 1. Yeah, I'm not sure how they work it. What are we doing here? What weapon do I have? I didn't even check. Oh, the boomerang, of course. I haven't used the boomerang in a while. Yeah, I'm not sure that's right, Super Dude. These are tier 1, stage 1, tier 1, stage 1 or 2, tier 1, stage 1 or 2. Then you got a tier 3 stage 2. Yes, Sneaky Granola is a bot. The only non-bots are me, Goofy, and Hector in this game. Yeah, that's why the queue was so long. Like Goofy's playing mud. Hard to beat mud with fire, which is what I'm playing. Probably go straight to level 6, I reckon. Let's do it. Well, we got Magma Berserker up. Not the planned build, but not bad for a temporary affinity. Oh, we got a composite signature. Okay. We don't want to use that until we get out of our Berserker Magma position. Let's make our Fern Arcanite, I reckon. Missing some critical alluvials at the moment. But we do have Templar and Arcanite up and running, so that is something. Here, a relentless Floralinx. Okay, that could cause some problems. Let's see. He is going for a mud build. Oh, I think he's got it too. Yeah, 3 mud. He's 1 off the 4th mud, so that's going to be very tough to beat. I do wonder how well Mud will do once we go to a more competitive setting, especially once tournaments start. Like, it's clearly going to be contested. It'll be very hard to get your composition, I think, once there's 8 players in every game. So it might get you up the leaderboard, but I don't think it'll win you too many tournaments. Just a suspicion. Some repositioning. I don't like what I've got here. Time to go to level 8 as well. Maybe we'll do that after the next bot round. That'll do. Really need one more Fury so we can get our Fury Ox up and running. this 3 Arcanite. Oh, I locked in my code. Need to change that position a little bit. Don't like this. Have a look at some of these mud units he's got. Level 60, level 48, level 60. He's just gonna murder my guys. Come on, kill that gorilla. No, run away. It's like, why even play it? Your alluvials are already level 60. You're not gaining any XP. Like, play something where you can get some XP so that you can have a better shot with when these tournaments go live. That's what I'd be doing. Alright, Hector, let's see what oh, he's got the Scoriox. Damn. Damn! I haven't even got a Furiox yet. That is impressive. I can't break his lines now. I'm in big trouble. I'm going to finish third, I think. Get at least one more Fury. Unless I go to level 8, that might help. Yeah, I'm going to get beaten by both these players consistently. Let's see if we can break it by going to level 8. I doubt it. It'll ruin our economy. And a phosphorus, that'll make things a little bit better too. But not good enough. Nasty. thing that's going to help me at the moment is fern. Lots of ferns. Not to be. Do we have it? We have it? Oh, we survived. Very nice. And there is the Blazonite. Alright, well this is anyone's game now. I think we're gonna reposition here. Oh, this is annoying. We're going to have to reposition back when we play Goofy. So we're going to be constantly switching positions here to try and finish off this round. And if we mess it up one time, game over. Still in it. Sudden death for me and maybe Hector or maybe Goofy. We'll find out soon. I think we're all, whoever loses out of these two will be on the sudden death along with me. Hector. Who am I playing? Goofy. Okay. We need to reposition real quick. Down. Nah, I'm done. Oh, and I'm still in it. I'm still in it. 2 points there. And Hector's out, so we're top 2. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Ah. Alright, we got a seer. Does that help? Probably not. It'll help a little bit. Well done, Goofy. That team is just too powerful. Too powerful for me. But good game. But you see, I'm earning XP for all my alluvials, and yours are all maxed out, so I'm going to catch up. Unless you play something else. Okay, well that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone for joining. Hopefully we'll continue to do this every Friday night for a while and climb those leaderboards. So hopefully won't have a computer breaking down this week, so get a couple more games in, and maybe you'll see me in the top 10 in the next day or two. If not, well, I'm sure